Relatable content.
Number 1, me when I fucking breathe. Number 2, me when I step on the Lego.
No. Come closer. Let's be clear. That video was genuinely atrocious. It was not relatable in the slightest, and the forced profanity didn't add humor. It only made it more grating. The tired joke about stepping on Lego bricks is painfully outdated and should have been retired years ago. Yet you dragged it out and somehow managed to flood my entire For You page with it, while I was just trying to mindlessly scroll in peace.
What's the best way to become stupid again?
I don't know.
To scream, "I want to be monkey again!"
Listen here, kiddo. Everyone was just going on about their day and spending quality time on the boardwalk until your abysmal attempt at a joke ruined everyone's mood. That joke was not humorous in the slightest bit. In addition to my statement, your joke did not have a solid punchline and was senseless. Why would anyone want to lack knowledge and devolve to an earlier version of their species? That dance you did was ridiculous, and it shows that you have returned to monkey due to how idiotic you appear doing it. Take this as an opportunity to learn from your foolishness and never again do this.
Do you have any idea what you just erased? That wasn't a pile of plastic. That was patience made visible. Hours of focus, planning, precision. Every single brick had a reason to exist, and you decided, without thought, without permission, to reduce it to rubble. Look at me. You didn't break a toy. You disrespected effort. You ignored boundaries. You proved that impulse ruled over responsibility in that moment, and that should concern you more than it seems to concern you right now. Creation takes discipline. Destruction takes nothing but carelessness. And today you chose the easier path. That choice tells me more than any excuse you're about to form in your head.
I have a question.
Is it about cheese? Do you want cheese?
How did you know? You're psychic.
Oh, when you do this, it's always about food.
I don't know how to feel about being this predictable.
Be silent. Stand there and listen. Amina Softlock. You have summoned my attention not through bravery, not through creativity, but through the sheer force of being aggressively obvious. I did not arrive because something terrible happened. I arrived because something embarrassing happened, and the universe could not ignore it. That question you asked was not a question. It was an announcement. A public service warning. The moment you opened your mouth, reality already knew where it was going. The air sighed. Time checked its watch. Even the punchline showed up early out of pity. Do not let this happen again. If you ever pause like that, build another obvious setup, and expect gravity to form around it, I will return and make the embarrassment complete. Every silence will betray you. Every attempt at mystery will collapse instantly, and you will know, without doubt, that the moment failed because you did. This is your only warning.
Look, ramps.
We can use these as ramps.
Miles Tails Prower. You're Dot, supposed to be of high intellect, so if you know what's good for you, you will listen to my words. Sonic is running, with haste, and has encountered some ramps which he then pointed out. He made it clear that he too saw the ramps. So what possessed you to say that the ramps are viable? To be ramps, you are supposed to be the smart one here. You have built many mechanisms and gadgets up to this point. So why is it that you are acting with such idiocy? What is it that you are trying to convey by saying the ramps can be used as ramps? That is clearly what they are. What else can they be used for? What did you think they were? Everyone relies on you to be intelligent. You are an important asset to Sonic's team, not only as a brother, but because your intelligence rivals that of Dr. Ivo. Robot Nick. And here you are, stating the obvious as if we all don't have eyes. You have disappointed us all. You should feel ashamed for the absolute stupidity of the statement you have just made. Two-tailed fox, tread lightly. From this moment onwards, you have disgusted me with this interaction between you and Sonic.
Welcome to McDonald's. Will you be eating here or to go?
Yes, I eating here. I have to, yes.
What can I get for you?
Hamburger.
Just the sandwich by itself then?
Yes, please. A water.
Let me stop you there. Tomoko Evangeline Kuroki. Do you possess even the faintest comprehension of the temporal violence you are presently inflicting upon every soul queued behind you? You stand there, quivering like a poorly calibrated seismograph, asphyxiating this entire establishment with your pathological dithering. A hamburger, a single, unadorned hamburger, an elementary transaction that a reasonably sentient organism should be capable of executing in under 6 seconds. Yet here you remain, paralyzed, mouth half open, pupils dilated in bovine panic, as though the cashier had demanded you solve differential equations in Aramaic while balancing on a greased tightrope. This is not introspection, child. This is obstruction. This is entropy made flesh. You are a walking sabotage of civil order. Every second you squander is a theft from people who arrived prepared. People who understood that society is a fragile lattice of reciprocal efficiency, and that your neurotic solipsism is the crowbar prying it apart. Do you hear the sighs behind you? The muted fury? That is the sound of collective patience curdling into something far less forgiving. Order, or evacuate the premises. But if you force me to witness one more millisecond of your trembling existential indecision, I will personally ensure that the remainder of your day is remembered as an object lesson in consequences. Speak now. Luigi Vincenzo Alfonso Giovanni Bartolomeo di Napoli. Fix your eyes on me. Look into my hollow, rotting sockets where hope goes to die. You dared to push her, Princess Daisy, and now I am the curse that claws at your soul. I am the shadow in your veins, the poison in your breath. You will bleed fear until there's nothing left but a broken husk, begging for the mercy that will never come. You think you're safe hiding behind that pitiful act of innocence? I see the rot inside you, every lie, every coward's heartbeat. I will tear it all apart. This isn't a game. This is a reckoning. I will haunt your every moment, suffocate your dreams, and drown your screams in endless silence. You pushed her down, Luigi. Now it's your turn to fall, deeper and deeper into the nightmare you awakened. Wipe that terrified smirk off your face. Luigi Vincenzo Alfonso Giovanni Bartolomeo di Napoli, because it's the last thing you'll ever wear. You stand on the edge, and I am the abyss waiting to swallow you whole. Look into my eyes. See not a monster, but the inevitable. Your end is here. Not in death, but in eternal torment, lost forever in the dark, where no light can reach, and no hope survives.
That's... Fine, I'll turn it back up. Why is that fucking cat so cute, actually?
You know, you just need to relax and stop overreacting.
Murdered this man.
Yes,
You tortured him.
of course.
I'm posting this on my TikTok. I have no idea who this man is. He is lying. I have no idea who this man is. I'm posting this on every platform ever.
YouTuber. I'm a very popular YouTuber, and everyone on YouTube's gonna see this, even including the creator of Lemming, and even including the creator of this game. So he will ban you. So this guy, yeah, his name is Fishlegs. His name is Fishlegs. He's at the top. His ID is 112435.
Yo, I think somebody stole my phone.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me either.
Now, let's not jump to conclusions.
Listen up, you wretched and conniving thief. Do not move, do not breathe, and do not run. Do you have any idea what you have just done? You mercilessly stole someone's most vital communication device for your own twisted amusement. You pathetic waste of space. They are now defenseless and unable to call for help thanks to your unrelenting greed and malice. You disgust me to my very core. Gumball Trismegistus, Bartholomew Hyperion, Theophilus, Reginald Watterson. Do you have any conception, any microscopic neuron-level awareness of the cultural embarrassment you have just unleashed upon this room? I stood here, tragically hopeful, believing that you might exercise restraint, wit, or at the very least a primitive understanding of comedic timing. And yet, against all logic and mercy, you chose to utter a skibbity toilet reference with the confidence of a philosopher and the discernment of a dropped spoon. What you produced was not humor. It was an auditory misdemeanor, a syntactic crime scene. That reference was stale before it left your mouth. It has been decomposing on the internet's pavement for months, and you picked it up, dusted it off, and presented it as if irony alone could resurrect its dignity. Let me be precise. Gumball Octavian Maximilian Eusebius Watterson. Irony is not a substitute for originality. Volume is not a replacement for cleverness. And repetition is not, nor has it ever been, a punchline. What disturbs me most is not that you failed to be funny, but that you appeared pleased with yourself. That smirk suggested belief, faith, hope. And hope, in this context, is the most terrifying thing of all. Now, be silent. You've already said enough.
Oh, you just got juked.
Better.
It's floating.
It's a floater.
Listen up, kid. Get over here for a second. We're in the kitchen, all right. The milk is warm, the chocolate ball is melting just right, and everyone's finally relaxed. This is supposed to be a peaceful family moment. And then you go and say, it's a floater. Seriously, let me break this down for you, because apparently, common sense isn't so common. First off, that joke is flat out unfunny. A joke needs timing, surprise, or at least a hint of cleverness. Saying floater when something is floating is just calling it what it is. That's not comedy, that's a dull observation. If I point at the ceiling and say up, do you think anyone's going to clap? Second, it's just lazy. Bathroom humor might work if there's some kind of contrast or exaggeration, but we're here melting chocolate in milk. That's food. Warm, comforting food. Dragging toilets into this is like blasting a foghorn during a quiet lullaby. Why would you ruin a perfectly good moment like that? And let's talk about context. We're not at school trying to get laughs during lunch. We're at home, with family, doing something cozy and nice. You don't yell fire at a birthday cake, do you? Finally, listen closely. Jokes should add something to the moment. This one, it just subtracts. You turned chocolate into poop for no good reason. Think before you speak, for crying out loud. Or at the very least, wait until dessert is over.
Merry Christmas.
You know, I've lost a ton in Vegas, but I never thought I'd lose my life there.
Did you just think of that?
Yeah, just now.
You know, you are seriously funny, man. I know I crap on you a lot, but sometimes when I'm driving, I think about stuff you say and I laugh.
Peter Lowenbroy Griffin, you know what? Instead of me doing the talking, let me get my little friend in here.
Peter Lowenbroy Griffin, listen here and do not fear, because what you have done just now was a truly endearing display of friendship and appreciation. Not only did you give Joe Swanson a compliment that clearly came from the bottom of your heart, but you did so while you fully believed both of you were facing the final moments of your lives. Something that multiplies both the sincerity and the courage of what you just did tenfold. You chose kindness when you thought there'd be no tomorrow, and that says more about you than any heroic last stand ever could. My advice to you, don't brush this off. Sit with what it says about you. The next time you find yourself jokingly tearing someone down like you've done in the past, Remember this moment because it came from somewhere real when it mattered the most. And Mr. Swanson, because I know you're listening, hold on to what he said. Believe it and make it count as you continue your beautiful friendship. For me, there's only one thing left to say. Bravo, Peter. Bravo.
Teasy's
Dudes
Vids.
are the most underrated guy to date.
That's what we've been trying to tell you! Us nerds have so many redeeming qualities that consistently get overlooked because you're not looking at them in the correct way. So let me explain. Number one, anime. When it comes to anime, we cannot...
Vex Bolts, shut that shit up right now. What made you think this was funny? What in your right mind made you think you were doing nerds a favor? Between the contraption you call glasses and the milk factory on your shirt, you give all nerds a bad name. And who exactly is we? Whoever you're trying to pull down into a corner of loneliness and despair more than likely doesn't deserve it. Stop including other people so everybody doesn't need to suffer like you. Furthermore, this is extremely hard to watch. People rely on your longevity and experience with memes, and all you did was toss all that shit into the trash. This is a flaw, a big flaw that cannot be tolerated nor corrected. And as for your punishment, you won't be needing the 9th layer. Instead, you and your family will receive 3-generation punishment. Huh? Nightmare out.
Be quiet!
Huh?
You're not my mama.
Your Prime if you scroll. Your Prime if you like. Your Prime if you comment. Your Prime if you share. Your Prime if you subscribe. Your Prime.
You're just gonna drink this juice, then say, mmm, and rub your belly.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, bye, juice! That was amazing.
I've got goosebumps.
I want him sexually.
Listen here, you fucking freak. Do you have any idea how repulsive that sounded? We are in the middle of a professional audition, a children's juice commercial, and you open your mouth and say that? I almost thought I misheard you, because surely no one with a functioning brain would be so utterly devoid of restraint or judgment. You're supposed to be evaluating performance, diction, presentation, acting, for fuck's sake. And instead, you decided to announce something so vile, it makes everyone in this room question your basic humanity. Do you comprehend how far beyond inappropriate that is? This isn't a lapse in taste. It's a collapse of morality. You sit there with that blank expression, like you can't even grasp what you've just done. Let me make it clear. You've contaminated this entire process with your sickness. You've turned an innocent audition into something grotesque. That's not just unprofessional. It's inhuman, a reflection of a mind that should have been filtered out long before today. And the worst part? You said it like it was casual, like it was fine. Like we were all supposed to nod along and pretend you didn't just cross every moral and ethical line imaginable. You fucking disgust me. You sit in this room, acting like a judge, when you shouldn't be trusted to share oxygen with decent people. You've humiliated yourself in front of everyone here. And if there's even a shred of integrity left in this industry, this will be the last time you ever sit behind a judging table again. Now shut your mouth. Don't look at him. Don't speak. You've already said more than enough to define what kind of twisted, pitiful creature you really are. Hear this, you disgusting scumbag. If I ever hear a comment like that escape your mouth, in this room or any other, I will make it my personal mission to see you stripped of every ounce of credibility you have left. You're standing on the thinnest fucking ice imaginable, and it's cracking beneath you. One more word, and your career is finished. Consider this your last warning and your public unmasking. Walk out of this room and count every door that closes behind you. That's the sound of your reputation falling apart. Now leave.
Is there no way we can get rid of him?
Not without cause, Michael.
I have cause. It is because I hate him.
What exactly is a simp?
Please, Keiko, don't leave me! Look, I'm a crab!
Better?
It's floating.
It's a floater.
I'm mic'd up. I'm mic'd up. It's Mike. I don't know. Oh, bro, I'm mic'd up.
Listen up here, kiddo. I don't care that you're mic'd up. Nobody does. And shouting it after every serve and every touch doesn't make you impressive. It just makes the whole gym grit their teeth and tune you out, because announcing the mic doesn't add skill, it only adds noise. And if you have to keep saying you're mic'd up, it's because nothing you're actually doing is speaking for itself.